drives it into right center field, hit it Todd. This baby is way back out of here.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Humm Baby Baseball channel. And today, gonna follow up on a story I talked about a little bit ago, a couple weeks back, and that's about minor league teams getting cut, getting to heave-ho. Bunch of minor league teams. We're talking 42 minor league teams that Major League Baseball wants to go ahead and get rid of, either completely or they want to at least strip away their major league affiliation, which is like the coolest thing about a minor league team, is the fact that they have players that are going to possibly someday play for a major league team because they're affiliated with that team. Obviously, any team, I guess, has players who might someday play for the majors, but when they're actually affiliated, they've actually been drafted by a team actually pays them their paycheck, albeit a tiny, teeny, beeny, little bitty paycheck, but a major league team pays them their paycheck. I've been going to minor league games for a long time, and I think that really sucks for those communities if this were to happen, especially if the team just completely disappears. But if they are not affiliated anymore, it's like, okay, I know they're independent leagues, and independent leagues aren't as cool as actual affiliated leagues. That's what it's all about. No offense to those independent leagues. I love independent baseball. I think it's cool that it exists. But damn, that sucks to strip away the affiliation, because that's what minor league baseball is all about when you're affiliated with a major league freaking team. But let's take a look at the latest on this. This is an article here by Julia Musto from Fox News. MLB's plan to cut 42 minor league teams would hurt communities nationwide, minor league owner says. Jumping into it, it says MLB's overhaul and contraction plan to eliminate 42 minor league teams would hurt local communities, Dayton Tortugas owner Rick French said Saturday. And Rick French said, the fact that you're looking to contract 42 teams in which minor league baseball is such an integral part of those communities and still saying you want to grow the game defies logic. According to the Boston Globe, the list the MLB presented to minor league baseball had 13 teams slated to cease operation completely. No más. Gone. Adios. One in California. So they want to cease operations for 13 teams. And I know, I'm thinking of the people, not just the players. I mean, the problem is the employees, the fans, the community, the businesses around there. Those are going to suffer. They're all going to suffer. Obviously, the people who work there are going to be out of job. I'm not saying they're not going to be able to find another job. We've all been out of a job and be able to find another job. But still, that sucks. The remaining 29 teams would be stripped of their affiliation with MLB as the league plays with the idea of a newly created independent league. The players would be drafted in what would be called, quote unquote, Dream League. We already have a Dream League. I'll tell you what it's called. Little League.
Blake, go to home! What are you doing? Blake, get up! Go home!
I played in the Dream League myself for a lot of years. I dreamed of what I could become in the future. And it didn't quite happen for me. Back to the article, MLB Commissioner Dan Halem said in a statement that their principal goals in this proposal are upgrading the minor league facilities that we believe have inadequate standards for potential MLB players, improving the working conditions for minor league players, including their compensation, blah, 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 transportation, hotel accommodation, blah, blah, blah. Talked about this earlier. They could have always have given them a decent salary. They could have always improved transportation. There's no reason low minor league need to be driving in a bus that's just going to break down. It's just, they can afford a nice quality bus for every minor league organization, every minor league team, I should say. That is not going to be a problem. They can afford to pay them a little bit. Give them more than minimum wage. That is not that hard. These guys pay major league players millions and millions of dollars. They have the money. I believe, and this may have changed recently, but there was a time when Major League Baseball players, multimillionaires, used to get $100 a day in meal money when they were on the road. So a guy who was getting paid $15, $20, $30 million a year got a $100 bill for meal money. Not complaining about how much major league players get paid as much as I'm complaining about the fact that minor league players get paid crap. And now they want to act like this is going to help be able to compensate them more, when in reality, that's not part of the equation. Get out of here. I don't think they're going to get paid much more at all just because you're eliminating 42 of the lowest of the low teams that barely got paid anything anyway. Oh, now you got all this money that you can pay out to the double and triple A players and all that. Come on, stop. Just be honest here. Maybe the facilities has something to do with it. I don't know. Maybe they want to help improve the facilities. They could do that too. I really don't know. I just think it's better for Major League Baseball. They want to do this for some reason. I haven't really understood why. I have heard in my comment section, someone let me know and said, minor league is just, there's too many teams. It's completely saturated. And I can't argue with that. There are a lot of a lot of minor league baseball teams. It is pretty saturated, but it's always been that way, and it's worked pretty well. It seems like a pretty cool system, and it gives a lot of communities the chance to go watch professional baseball players who are affiliated with a big league team. Prospects we talk about, even guys like Joey Bart and stuff, they start down in the low minors down at San Jose for him, and other players down at Augusta. All these little towns will have these future big leaguers playing for them. How cool is that? It's a cool experience for people, and it sucks to take that away from so many teams, especially if you're completely destroying their team. But even if you're just stripping away their affiliation with the big leagues, that's almost just as bad. Dream League? Dream League? French also said there's a lot of economic development that's taking place around the stadium. We employ 100 people on game nights and part-time jobs. These are part-time jobs that they rely on. It affects local restaurants. It affects hotels. That makes perfect sense. Of course it's going to affect these things. Of course it's going to affect the local economy. Of course. I'm not saying that they're big, giant, teams like we would see in the big leagues or sometimes AAA to some extent. Yeah, they're smaller teams, but they still have a big economic impact, and that is going to hurt when you remove them or remove their affiliation. Even politicians are coming out against this. The issue became politicized after these two Republicans co-authored a bipartisan letter with 104 signees to Rob Manfred, beseeching him to reconsider. And there's that key word right there, beseeching, okay? Even Bernie Sanders had something to say, talking about MLB's proposing to cut 42 minor league baseball clubs. This has nothing to do with what's good for baseball, everything to do with greed. It would destroy thousands of jobs and devastate local economies. I'm urging MLB Commissioner Manfred to stop this proposal. So what do you guys think about this proposal? Is it going to go through 42 minor league teams either gone or losing their affiliation, which to me is almost as bad as being gone? How do you survive without an affiliation with a major league team? Do the locals care? I know I always cared. All due respect to any team that's not affiliated, all due respect to independent leagues. I think they're awesome, but affiliated ball, that's what it's all about. That's where the players want to play, and that's where most fans want to watch. Thank you so much for joining me, everybody, right here on the Humm Baby Baseball channel. It's been growing really nicely lately. I appreciate all the support. It is really surprising, and I really do appreciate people like my videos. People are giving me compliments. People also hate me and say I'm horrible, and that's cool too, man. That's what YouTube's all about. So I appreciate that. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that thumbs up button, and I would appreciate it greatly. Thank you again. Y'all have a fantastic day, a fantastic evening. Let me know what you think of this story, and I'll talk to you next time. See ya! When the Giants come to town, it's bye-bye.